What's going on, guys? I am John Ross, aka Watch Chair Go, and today I'm here in a real data center to show you guys real challenges and real data center hardware. I hear a lot of people on YouTube complaining about different GPUs with blower fans making too much noise and things like that, but here's the thing. When you're building a mining rig, you're basically building a data center full of GPU compute, right? And you want that GPU compute to hash all day, and then those hashes pay you out in some sort of cryptocurrency, right? So build your mining rigs like a data center. That's what I'm here to tell you. You know, server power supplies, real power, things like that. So we're gonna start right here at the most important part of any data center. This is the main distribution panel. You can see it is 480, three-phase, 600 amps. That's actual power right there. And from this 480 volt three-phase distribution panel, we bring that power right overhead down to this transformer, right? This transformer takes our 480 three-phase and converts that down to 220 or 120. It's 220, obviously, because this is a real data center, and you're always going to use 220. Word of advice, call an electrician if you want to use 220. If you don't already have this set up, it's probably not the thing to be messing around with unless you actually understand the difference between single pole, dual pole, 120, 240, all of those things, you know. 120 and 110 voltage AC, that's interchangeable for the most part, and 220, 240, 204 is mostly interchangeable as well. So a few things for you to note right there. From that transformer, we come over to this feeder panel that we have right here. And you can see this feeder panel is 120, 208, three-phase, 250 amps. So we got a 250 amp breaker right there, and that comes overhead and feeds us right down this aisle right here. That feeder panel runs one aisle. We also have power monitoring on these. These are awesome right here. Check it out. So right there we have amperage draw per leg. This row of racks is drawing about 30 amps on each three-phase leg. So 30 amps at 220 is a lot of power. So a whole lot of this aisle is empty, 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 empty. This is a cold aisle. If you look above me, you can see these vents with the, they've got cool little diverters that kind of bring the air down into the aisle. And you bring all your cold air into this aisle and you put the aisles face to face, right? Because in servers, air goes front to back. So you got our servers right here, and they're drawing air out of the front and exhausting hot air out the back. So your hot aisles are every other one, and that hot air that's brought into the hot aisles goes straight up using convection, and you exhaust it out the roof or wherever you want, out the side. There's lots of free air cooled data centers too. This one has air conditioning on the cold aisles, but a lot of them just exhaust the hot air to the outdoors and bring cold air from outside in, and you're okay all year round. That's what Facebook does, that's what a lot of big data centers do. You don't need air conditioning to do this, as long as you can move enough fresh air through the data center. So come through here, we've got some racks of servers that are actually doing some work. But let's move on. I'll move you guys to the hot aisle, and you can kind of see the backs of some. Here's a big rack of servers putting in some work. These aisles are all general purpose computing, not GPU computing, which is typically the goal when we're trying to mine. If you look above me, I've got cable trays, all of our Ethernet management, actual storage, data, anything like that. And if you look, let me bring you guys right over here. If you look right here, you can see the PDUs. So the power distribution comes down, and you bring that down into a PDU. Open up the back of this rack right here, and you can see the PDU and the amperage draw per leg right there. And these PDUs are Ethernet controlled, managed, switched. Each outlet is switched. It's really nice that way. And you can buy these data center PDUs on eBay cheap, $200, something like that, and manage every single outlet. So if you need to reset one rig or two power supplies or whatever you have labeled, you can just remote into the PDU, reset those two. It can do timed reboots automatically. If you have a box that needs a few seconds to recover, honestly, you can do whatever you want with these data center PDUs. So you might look at used data center hardware whenever you're trying to build mining rigs, server power supplies, PDUs from racks, maybe even complete racks if you buy a GPU server chassis. Okay, I found a PDU in a brand new rack. I'm gonna show it to you guys real quick. First, we have the power input to the PDU. This is a three-phase twist lock, and here's the PDU. So we've got our network right there. There's link between PDUs. You can put multiple PDUs together and just have one Ethernet connection. On most of these, the APCs, the server connect, or whatever these ones are, these are all 220 outlets. You can see they go on and on and on and on and on and on and on, just banks after banks of 220 outlets, because you're putting a ton of power through these. And then you also have a little transformer inside with a 120 volts outlet to run your, you know, whatever can't be run on 220. most things like consumer power supplies, some server power supplies, cell phone chargers, those will all auto convert your voltages 120, 240, 220, whatever. Most of those will run on any power input that's, you know, normal. And then one more note about these PDUs is you will not be using these ones in your house. You want single phase PDUs. These 3-phase ones, you just don't have 3-phase power in your house, and you probably won't unless it's in an industrial area or an actual data center. So yes, you can buy the PDUs, but look for 220 single phase PDUs, or maybe, you know, a 120 power bar. Be careful with that, you'll overload your circuits really quickly. And if you don't know what server power supplies look like, these are storage controllers, and this is, I'll get you an easy one out of here. These are hot swappable PSUs in the controller. So that's the output you have. You will need a breakout board or some kind of workaround to get the power off of these giant 12-volt connectors that are right there. And as you can see, this power supply is 1,755 watts, and it probably costs less than $100 if I had to guess. So, server tech, it's good stuff. This is another reason you should use server power supplies. Data centers are constantly upgrading all their hardware, so they're throwing out hundreds of these PSUs a day. They go to recyclers, which end up on eBay. That's another reason why you can buy these awesome PSUs that crank out these large wattages, much higher than consumer power supplies, super cheap used. But my reason for making this video is data center and server technology is your friend. Do not worry about the noise. It's probably 80, 90 decibels in here, but I don't care how loud it is in here. Your goal with your mining rig is to make money, not worry about how loud your house is. Dump this thing in a closet, get the hot air out of it, put it in a basement, do whatever you have to do, but turn them up. Don't worry about the GPUs. Just make sure you're getting a ton of hashes out of the GPUs and go from there. You'll figure it out, mind to your heart's content. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, share, whatever you want to do, and I'll talk to you guys later.